Hello, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. If you're new here, welcome to this channel. My name is Koh-i-Noor and here I join you on your creative journey. I share whatever I learn on mine and hopefully it inspires you too. Today I have a tiny sketchbook tour of this tiny little sketchbook. I filled it in about 6 years time. Usually my normal daily sketchbook, I fill it within a month. So I will flip through the pages and talk about the tiny sketchbook and why size matters. As you can see, this sketchbook is really small and I love that it has an elastic band. The elastic is great because it lets me bring a tiny tool also alongside the tiny sketchbook. Perfect for quick on-the-go sketching. I found this tiny sketchbook many years ago in a shop in Amsterdam that doesn't exist anymore. Back then I bought a whole bunch of these sketchbooks because I love their size and features. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you what brand of sketchbook this is. There is no branding anywhere on it. This little sketchbook seemed perfect for quick, tiny drawings, but as you can see, I've also used it for more detailed work. I often changed up my tools depending on what I was feeling or what I thought would help capture the vibe best. Sometimes I would just bring one tool, like the blue and red pencil, but I usually have a pencil case in my bag anyway, which gives me the opportunity to use whatever tool fits the moment. One of my favorite tools for this sketchbook has been the rainbow pencil, but I've also used normal pencils and colored pencils. I didn't use pen very often because the pages are quite thin and the ink would bleed through and show on the other side of the paper. Other than that, this little sketchbook has been a fantastic space for experimenting. Mostly people studies. I mean, of course, using a really small sketchbook that fits in the palm of your hand can be super handy if you want to be incognito as an artist, sitting somewhere in the corner, sneaking in a drawing or two. I started drawing people and also other things, but mostly people from observation on the subway, back when I commuted for a very boring office job. I had about 10 minutes to draw from the stop I got on and the stop I had to get off. In the beginning, I would carry a tiny sketchbook like this one. It would fit in the palm of my hand. And I would take it from my purse and draw people's feet to start with, studying their shoes and the position of their feet. I would draw their hands, and if they were reading a book or looking at their phone, which didn't happen as often as it does nowadays. The only smartphones were Blackberries back then. Well, anyway, when they were busy with something, I would be brave enough to draw their faces. I couldn't go into detail too much because my time was counting down with each subway stop, and also I didn't know when people would get out and leave before I had drawn them. That really helped me to work quickly and get the essence down. So carrying a tiny sketchbook with me has really gotten me into the habit of finding sketching time in these sort of lost moments when you are in a subway, commuting, waiting, anything like that. And a small sketchbook is really handy for that because, well, just 1 minute can actually fill a whole page. So ever since then, I have always carried a tiny sketchbook with me in my bag, which would be an additional sketchbook to my daily sketchbook, which is larger. However, I have now grown into drawing whenever, wherever, without any shame or without even thinking about it. So I could even open an A4 sketchbook in the tram or the train and draw my surroundings, which I could have never imagined doing back then in that time when I was commuting with the subway. So you grow into this, and because I grew into that, well, this tiny sketchbook lasted me for years because I started it in 2018 and I worked in it on and off. It still is very fun to just flip it open and do a quick little scribble in the palm of my hand. The drawings don't have to be beautiful, the paper is flimsy. It is really just about practice. So doing a few minutes sketching is very attainable. There is no pressure at all, and I highly recommend you to bring a small sketchbook with you anywhere. Using a small sketchbook has some wonderful benefits. It's super portable. So you can slip it into your pocket or into your bag and have it with you all the time. The small size makes the blank page feel less intimidating, which is great for quick sketches and just drawing without overthinking. It also helps you focus on the essentials of a scene, since there's less space to fill, which can actually improve your composition skills as well without you even thinking about it. And it's perfect for those little moments when you just want to draw something fast without the need of an actual perfect or imperfect result. Without committing maybe to a whole big drawing or a project. I hope you enjoyed this flip through and I hope you got something out of it. If you need an assignment for this week, then you don't need necessarily a tiny sketchbook. If you have one, go for it. Sketch, sketch, sketch. But if you just have your normal sized sketchbook, then your assignment is to scribble, sketch. Try to quickly capture a mood or someone's posture, something that inspires you or something that catches your eye. Don't overthink this. Don't think about this having to be a project or there should be a final result to it. It's really about the scribbliness and letting go of, thinking. Just do. So if you have a bigger sketchbook, you could fill a page full of scribbly bits, or you could do one big sketch in big gestures, as long as you do it quickly, fast, and without thinking too much. It'll be fun. Speaking of fun, I want to remind you that in May, I am going to teach a workshop in Italy. It's going to be quite epic, I think, because we'll stay in a beautiful place where we have studio space, we'll have studio time, but we'll also be going on location to draw. I will teach class every day. There will be great food. We will immerse ourselves in the culture of Italy and it will be just beautiful. So I am looking forward to it. And if you feel like you can use a good art retreat this year, then follow the link that I'm putting down below in the description of this video so you can check it out and see if you want to join. And of course, next week I'll be here with another Draw Tip Tuesday. I'll see you then. Bye!